work on, but I would say you have to. When you're taking the club back, you tend to get a little bit almost rounded to the inside, opposed to taking it straight back. You kind of pull it to the inside behind you, and it gets rounded. So basically, if I were to take a full swing,
then I get them down on the right.
It's almost like you're creating one more motion than you need to. So I think it's because, like you said, you're trying to get more turn. Well, make sure you do want to get your turn. So a lot of the time we tell people to try to feel your left arm straight at the top, and your shoulders going to touch your chin. But don't exaggerate it so much that because I can kind of tell in your mind you're thinking, okay, I want to give myself turn. Well, don't immediately go like this. Turn yourself. So what you're doing is you're basically throwing your left shoulder to the turn, but see how the club comes immediately to the inside? I would say a thought is almost let your arms begin the turn. So if I were to try to sweep the grass as long as I can in a straight line to the target, so if I'm setting up to the red flag here, what I'll do is I'll give you a drill to help promote not pulling it to the inside. But I'm going to, if I had you set up for the shot, you have a good stance, you're over it. Right now you're kind of doing one of these. See how I pull to the inside of my shoulder?
So I need to sweep.
I would like to see you, if I put an imaginary white line or I can put a T or something, try to keep that club as low to the ground as possible on a straight line back. So I'm going to, opposed to coming in this way, I want you to really focus on almost left arm straight, keeping your head down. I'm going to come back, let myself turn, get loaded up on the right side and then down, opposed to getting a little quick and flat.
Okay, that's good.
So go ahead and hit a couple more and try to, even if you go real slow, just to the takeaway. So go ahead and just come back straight to my hand. I want your club to come to my hand. See how it came in a little inside?
Still?
Go ahead and come. There you go. And then I want you to feel as if you're turning that shoulder.
Oh, that's good.
So now, your arms are allowing the club to come back on a straighter path, more what we call on plane. Yep. So go ahead and try and
try and hit it?
Well, yeah. It's okay.
Oh, I can break my fingers on that.
It's okay. I would say it's going to take, obviously, it's tough to take a full swing.
My weight is on a little to the left or the...
Neutral weight.
Okay.
Yep, that looks better, and that's a good thing to think about when you're taking it back. Even if you don't take full swing. So if I were to have,
I do much better if I don't take a full swing.
Yeah, well, and a lot of people do because if you limit the amount of movement, you're gonna. That's why on the shorter shots there's less room for error. Just like anything, the longer the swing, the more room there is to mess up. So even if for you, I were to say, just kind of practice on taking it straight back to there, stop, straight back to there, and then you can kind of work your way back. So you're coming straight back, stopping, come straight back, and then if I were to just take this little short, it's almost like a chip shot, just to work on getting yourself hitting.
That's how I start my practice. I start with a 9-degree shot, but not.
Right. Even 7 iron. I do the same thing for my warm up. You know, with every club, I'm gonna basically set up to it, kind of get myself where I want to be at the takeaway. So I see, I'm like, okay, that's good. I'm gonna take it back to there. Try to really focus on hitting.
Okay,
you know, down.
Take a little swing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually was good contact there. I know it was just a half, basically half, 3/4 swing, but there you go.
Look at that.
Yeah, and that looks, what I would say, less rounded. So if you're gonna really focus on anything, it's definitely to get that club sweeping back and letting your shoulders turn at the top. Don't immediately throw your left shoulder behind you because the club's going to drag to the inside. So try to just let that club swoop back. Yep.
at
Nice.
that. Oh,
That's a good.
oh,
I mean, that's a
That
good
looks
thing
a
to.
lot. I mean,
she won't
it
play with me
probably
anymore.
feels different, but it looks a lot more fluid to me. You know, to get that club on plane on the right at the takeaway is very important. Even that's pretty good.
No, I didn't.
You hit.
I hit the ground first.
No, you actually hit ball
Yeah,
and
and
ground,
ground
which is
together.
okay.
David know that I'm supposed to hit the ground. I do
If I were
much
to-
better when I'm playing, not in the field, when I'm playing on the rough.
Yeah. If I were to say anything also, because I'd say your posture looks pretty good. If you get the takeaway more on plane, coming straight back, swooping the ground. And also, and this goes for everybody's swing, is when you get to the top of your golf swing, I recently just kind of realized this and learned it. You obviously don't want to have a lot of body sliding, but you do want to have your weight completely at the top of your swing and your back, if that makes sense. So if you were to take the club to the top, your weight should feel as if you have a little bit of knee bend. So let's go ahead. And where do you feel your weight?
On my right foot.
Yep. So that's
back
good.
Towards the back.
That's good.
And this position's okay?
Yeah, I would say you want to. It's tough because you're stopping, but you get it a little higher. And that's why, for me personally, I try to get that left.
But see, I'm
Right. Yep. Just don't let your hips slide. Yep. It's okay.
Except I looked up to see
Yeah.
where it was going.
And I'm throwing a lot at you.
No, that's okay, but I like this.
And that's something. So if you're on your own and I'm not standing here telling you, take the club back straight, you can always set up to it. You can use an alignment stick to put at your feet. You can also use a tee. I like to use tees a lot. So if I put a tee right directly behind the ball, that tee is now in line with the red flag. So I want you to clip that tee on the way back.
Okay.
If you clip that tee on the way back, that means that you're taking it. Yeah. It's okay,
But
and it's
then
hard.
I
It's
just-
hard
yeah,
because
then
you
I
think
was
you have.
concentrating on that and not on the
Yeah,
swing.
it's hard because you're trying to actually avoid the tee on the way down. So I can see that that's just an imaginary thing. If I put another ball right here, it's just what I want you to. Basically, now you have the idea that you want to take the club back on a straighter path opposed to pulling it. Nice.
There we go. I'm done. I'm going to the pros.
That was perfect.
that was a marshmallow. Right. I got to do 2 in a row.
See
Yep.
that? 8, 9 irons in a row.
Nice. I think if I were to say anything about everybody here, is if you can limit the amount of movements, you're gonna have better strikes. So for you, your first thought I think was to try to get yourself, like I said, turned. So just focus on taking it straight back. That'd be the first thing that I noticed, and it looks. I mean, the last few have been pretty solid. All right. You were
That was
actually,
marshmallowy.
yeah. Well, you actually had the ball. Put it here. Well,
Well, it depends where I'm
you
standing.
still went over
doesn't
the tee, but you were aimed where you hit it, so that's actually a good thing.
it?
Yeah.
I'm just looking up now to
Yeah.
see where it's going.
Well, and it's
So
the tee behind you could be affecting you as well. Just I'll take it away, but it looks a lot better if I were to stand behind you. So go ahead.
I'm not getting
Yeah.
under
Well,
the ball now.
you fell off balance too. See how your foot ended up behind you. If I were to say anything, is to try to keep basically your feet are never going to leave the ground except for your back when you fall through it. So don't let yourself fall backwards. Stay
Okay.
down and through the shot because you hit that one on the center of the ball. You didn't stay through it. So just extend through impact to the target and don't stop. There you
That
go.
was it.
Yeah. That was, you can just tell by the sound.
Yeah.
So that looks a lot better.
Are you coming back here next year?